that will help improve your strength, balance, and flexibility. The poses we will go over in this video are the Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Warrior 3, Plank, Bridge, and Pigeon. Before beginning the lesson, we want to make sure that you follow the correct form when participating in these yoga positions. With yoga, one's body has to be in the correct form in order for the body to benefit the most. First, make sure when doing each pose, your tailbone is not pushed out. It should be directly under your hips and shoulders. Also, make sure you have the right posture. Raise and then push back your shoulders if you're slouching them forward. Pretend that there is a string attached to the top of your head and it is lifting you up. Next, while performing each pose, you should push your core in toward your belly button. Finally, you'll make sure you're breathing through your nose correctly throughout every pose. To do is among a group of 3 that are all related. It is called the Warrior 1. Stretches your lungs and chest and shoulders, neck, stomach, and core. It also strengthens your shoulders, arms, back muscles, thighs, calves, and ankles. You're going to begin in your mountain pose on your left side, which, if you don't know, is when you're standing with your feet hip-width apart and your arms resting at your sides. Make sure you have good posture. From here, you're going to inhale and then exhale, using your left leg about 3.5 to 4 feet in front and behind you. Turn your back foot in on a 45-degree angle and keep your front foot pointing toward the top of your mat. Inhale and exhale, turning your hips so they're squared and parallel to the top of your mat. Make sure your back is arched slightly. Inhale and exhale, raising your arms up straight into the air with your hands and arms parallel to each other. Squeeze your shoulders together while at the same time dropping them so they're away from your neck. Inhale and exhale, bending your left knee so that it is directly over your ankle. Eventually, you will want to get your thigh to be parallel to the ground. Assuming you're a beginner, just try your hardest to get your leg that way. You'll want to lift your rib cage away from your hips to open up your lungs. Keep your head stable, either looking forward or up toward your fingertips. Make sure you keep the correct form throughout the pose. Don't push your butt out and stand up straight. We want to hold this pose for about 30 seconds. Okay? And then begin with your right leg back 3 front to 3.5 to 4 and your back foot at a 45-degree angle. You're going to inhale and exhale, turning your hips so they are squared and parallel to the top of your mat. Make sure your back is arched slightly. Inhale and exhale, raising your arms up straight into the air with your hands and arms parallel to each other. Squeeze your shoulders together while at the same time dropping them so they're away from your neck. Inhale and exhale, bending your right knee so that it's directly over your ankle. Eventually, you're going to get your thighs to be parallel to the ground. Assuming you're a beginner, just try your hardest to get your leg that way again. You'll want to lift your rib cage away from your hips to open up your lungs. And keep your head stable, either looking forward or up toward your fingertips. Make sure you keep the correct form throughout the pose. Don't push your butt in and stand up straight. And we will hold this pose for 30 seconds. Okay? And then to release. This next pose takes a lot of endurance. It is called a plank and is considered to be a pose during sun salutations. This pose strengthens your arms, wrists, and spine. It is categorized as a core exercise, so it will help tone your abs. To start off, you want to be in downward facing dog. Okay? And now you will inhale and exhale, pushing your torso forward until it is parallel to the floor. Your arms should be straight and perpendicular to the ground. Press your outer arms inward and firm the bases of your fingertips. Press your front thighs up toward the ceilings. Next, try and lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. At the same time, you will drop your shoulders from your neck and away from your spine. Hold this for 30 seconds. Yes. Okay, yep. Now inhale and exhale, raising your body back into downward facing dog or chaturanga down into a cobra or sphinx. There you go. Okay. An easier way to do this is to rest down on your forearms instead of strengthening your arms. For a more advanced approach, inhale and then exhale, lifting one of your legs and switch. That. Okay, and switch. Okay. The bridge is a very good pose because it is good for reducing headaches and it can help with anxiety. Also, the pose helps form a beneficial stretch for the chest, neck, and spine. Begin by lying on the floor with your back touching the ground and your belly facing the ceiling. Alright, now bend your knees and have your feet straight on the floor. Pull in your heels to make sure they are as close to your butt as possible. Alright, take an inhale and then exhale while pressing your arms and feet to the floor. Don't do anything. At the same time, push your tailbone off the ground. Make sure your thighs and inner feet stay parallel. Okay. You are doing this on your shoulders. And release your arms with your palms up so you are reaching towards your feet. Slightly lift your chin and drop your shoulders away from your neck. Hold this pose for 30 seconds. Right. To release, inhale and then exhale, pushing your back to the ground and slowly rolling your stance. Version of the bridge is done by lifting your heels off the floor, so go back up in the bridge. Lifting your heels off the floor, and then take an inhale and exhale, and then lift one leg into the, there you go. Alright, your leg in the air should be parallel to the grounded leg thigh. Release into a back bend if you'd like. What side would this be?
Left side, but
for the right side, you want to start off on all fours, and then again bring your right leg across your body. Remember, across your, there you go. Point your right foot forward and straighten your back leg. Inhale and exhale, pulling your torso down onto your front leg. Reach out your arms for a nice stretch. Hold it for a couple of seconds, and then afterwards, slide your hands back under your shoulders and press your fingertips to the floor. Drop your shoulders and inhale and then exhale, lifting your torso up away from your thigh. Hold for 30 seconds. Alright, and then for a more advanced pose, bend your back leg up and then grab it with the same hand. And then you want to turn your body so that you're facing. The pigeon is a very good pose for stretching your thighs, groin, abs, chest, shoulders, and neck. It also helps to open up your shoulders and chest. To start off, begin with the pose on all fours. Keep your hands shoulder width apart and your knees hip width apart. Start to slide your right knee forward and bring it across your body so that your right foot is parallel to your left hip. Bring it across your body. Bring it like across like you usually do, yeah. Alright. Point your right foot forward. We're gonna push it forward. Yeah. Straighten your back leg out. Alright. Inhale and exhale, folding your torso down onto your front leg. Reach out arms for a nice stretch. Slide your hands back under your shoulders and press fingertips to the floor. Drop your shoulders and inhale and exhale, lifting your torso up away from your thigh. Hold pose for 30 seconds or more, and then switch to the other side.